It's a crucial year for the best team ever to play the game. With 55 tournament wins over the past 12 years, San Diego Dynasty is simply the most successful team in paintball. But 2012 was not their year. This season brings a few significant roster changes as they picked up Kyle Spica and Brandon Short from the LA Ironman, as well as Tyler Harmon from Excessive. Brandon Short had been on fire in practice leading up to the event but broke his hand and will be out for 6 to 10 weeks. Dynasty needs a solid front player on that snake side, and both Spica and Harmon can fill that hole. They still have a deep roster filled with all-stars. Oliver Lang, Yosh Rao, and Alex Frazee are literally living legends, players who helped invent aggressive paintball. And Ryan Greenspan is coming off one of his best years ever and is on every coach's shortlist as one of the best players of 2012. Dynasty is very motivated to get back to the top tier of the league this season. Led by the charismatic Robbie Goldsmith, Chattanooga CEP has re-energized their team after a very disappointing 2012, where they struggled to win games and were haunted by penalties. But they thinned the herd, leaving only the most talented and dedicated players on their squad. The players who remain are fast and hungry. Starting in the Snake 1 position is Osvaldo Lopez, who played amazing at the World Cup last year. Dan Keene and Peter Velarde will join Osvaldo in the attack on the Snake side. They're raw, but very talented. Colin Cherry, Evan Fife, and Mike Zupa will be starting on the Dorito side, and all three of these players can break open points. You could argue CEP's Dorito side is their strongest, which should help them on this aggressive field layout. CEP will be trying to turn heads all season long, as they have nothing to lose and everything to gain by pushing the action.
Here, amazing morning here at OXCC Paintball Park, Chesapeake City, Maryland. Matty Marshall alongside Todd Martinez and Steve Rapikoff. And we are about to watch Chattanooga CEP play San Diego Dynasty, who won the first event in Dallas a couple months ago. And this is a big game for CEP. They haven't had a win yet. They're out of the tournament. And most likely, if things keep up, going to be playing to try to preserve their spot in the Challengers Division tomorrow morning. San Diego Dynasty on the flip side, they're doing great. You know, San Diego Dynasty is 2-0 right now.
But they're winning close games.
They are winning close games.
You know, and that just shows, you know, mental toughness and grit out there as Osvaldo Brito Neto Lopez goes all the way to Snake 2 right away. Makes it in there clean.
Man, seriously, they should just let him. I mean, he might as well start in Snake 2. I've only seen Osvaldo get shot once off the break, but I'll tell you what, I was just going to say has been happening is that Osvaldo's getting shot at his bunker a ton.
Yeah, he's getting there every game. Just take a 5-second break. Let it play out.
Yep, exactly. We'd always say that to guys. If you're having a hard time staying alive in your front bunker once you make it, well, then give yourself 20 or 30 seconds. You really, you know, just hide for 30 seconds.
Let the game play out.
It was Osvaldo got in there and had the drop on the Dorito 1, but Dalton slid in and then shot Osvaldo. You know, if you're Osvaldo, you have to make that shot count. If you beat Dalton Vanderbilt to his spot, Colin Cherry made a big move from the Dorito 1 up to the 40 Dorito, and then Peter Velarde also filled in Snake 2. Now he's in the 50 Dorito. So Dynasty chilling in the back, shooting zones, while CEP is attacking aggressively down the field right now.
Well, let's see if it pays off for him, though, because, you know, it's one thing to attack, to get into those positions. It's a completely different thing to be productive from there. That's been CEP's problem, and now they're still continuing to struggle. Velarde's alive over here, but they lose. I think that was Ruza. No, it was Colin Cherry. So Colin Cherry getting shot out of his bunker on the Dorito side.
And CEP looking to help Velarde bump down here into, that's Evan Fife bumps into the Snake side corner. Alex Frazee trying to pinch out Velarde. With Velarde gun battling down the wire. He's got Alex Frazee in front of him and Ryan Greenspan.
He's gun battling a maniac over here.
That's good that he's doing that, because now he's got someone hopefully will cover him here and keep his gun up and protect him from getting bunkered.
Yeah, Alex Frazee will probably just go and trade out right now. Open up the game for San Diego Dynasty.
Yeah, with the body advantage, that would be the smart play. So look for Frazee to launch as soon as he gets an angle on it.
And here
he comes. He's going to make an angle for himself. Uses his gun as a bunker, and then comes and takes down Velarde. Well-executed bunker move by the team captain for San Diego Dynasty, Alex Frazee.
Fresh eggs, cooking them up, sizzle, sizzle.
These guys that get these, especially here, this Dorito on the Snake 50, they know there's a guy right next to him. I don't know why they keep shooting across the field. Like,
oh, and there goes Dalton Vanderbilt running down Robbie Goldsmith. They're going to trade out. Tyler Harmon coming down, about to drop the hammer, jumping over the top of the pin, and he is going to shoot out Evan Fife. the last remaining CEP player right there. So Dynasty going up 1-0. CEP, I mean, they kept their bodies. They attacked aggressively, but San Diego Dynasty, very good.
And like Matt said, they got to the Dorito 3 over there and the 50 Dorito here on the Snake side, and they just get to your spots, guys. Take a break for a second and let it play out.
Yeah, so looks like San Diego Dynasty, even though it's Chattanooga CEP, love to see the aggression, but just not able to stay alive in their bunkers, struggling with survivability. Score's going to be 1-0. We'll be right back. This game brought to you by PB Nation. Check out pbnation.com. Big supporter of paintball at every level. All right, so San Diego Dynasty looking pretty sharp here. Absorbed the blows that Chattanooga CEP was trying to put on them, but just better at gunfighting that first point. Essentially, that was the story of the first point.
I mean, that's what we saw from Dynasty yesterday, too. You know, they don't get rattled. They don't come out of character when players get into good positions. You know, if they're going to fight out of these back spots, they're going to fight out of these back spots. You know, they communicate really well, so they're able to switch guns, you know, and take over lanes and protect each other really well. And, you know, in the close games that we saw yesterday that they played against Houston Heat and Moscow Red Legion, you know, they were just better than those two teams at the end of the day at making those adjustments. And it was really difficult to push into San Diego Dynasty in late games, even if they were down bodies.
So here we go, looking at Dynasty on your screen. The Snake side breakout here. Brandon Short and Kyle Spica. Kyle Spica wrote a great article about his story from Dallas and what was going on in his head and those dramatic victories that they had there to win the tournament. And CEP getting destroyed off the breaks. He's losing 2 bodies on the Dorito side. Only one player over there, it's Robbie Goldsmith. He tries to make a quick bump and he gets shot. And here comes Oswaldo trying to push up the field, but you know, this could be another one of those points where Oswaldo's the last guy left alive getting bunkered out here.
He lost all 3 guys on that Dorito side, so it's just him and Daniel Keene.
Ooh, but Kyle Spica runs right at his former teammate. Oswaldo gets blown away. Keene gets shot behind Oswaldo. So, like I was saying, Oswaldo's still pushing forward, but he's going to have to really get a couple more kills here, and he's going to get tapped out by Oliver Lang. So, nice job by Oliver Lang. Going to pat Papa on the back, though. Good friends and former teammates themselves.
And Oliver Lang going to grab that flag, expecting CP to blow the horn. Going to casually jaunt it towards the starting box.
So as Oliver Lang casually saunters the flag in, we're going to head to a commercial break and we'll be right back.
A&S Gear rocks the largest inventory of any paintball retailer. From our massive selection of guns to our endless supply of goggles, ANSgear.com can supply your every paintball need. We have a large selection of paint in stock and the best loaders on the market. Our huge inventory of jerseys and pants ensures that we have sizes for all different types of players. Don't forget, we also carry the highest quality paintball tanks. With your choice of free shipping on orders over $100 to next day, Saturday, or international shipping options, you get the products you need sooner. Shop now at ANSgear.com.
Let's get a look here. San Diego Dynasty getting ready to play this next point. Really revamped their roster this year, and you know, Dynasty legendary team, so successful over the past 10 years, and you know, they picked up Tyler Harmon and Kyle Spica and Brandon Short. Brandon Short and Kyle Spica coming off from the Ironman. They've been on the team for years. Now, Kyle Spica, he really been on the team for years on the Ironman, and then moved to Dynasty, ended up breaking his hand at a practice, but healed very fast, and now making his first appearance of 2013. And you know, Kyle Spica is such a great success story. I love the attitude that that kid has, and you know, really desiring to be one of the best out there and doing what needs to be done in order to achieve that goal. And then just paintball legends like Oliver Lang, Alex Frazier, Yosh Rao. Yosh Rao had a great day yesterday.
Yeah, he's balling. You know, right now, 2-0. 15:34 left to go on the breakout. CEP again goes up the middle and across to the 40 Dorito, but Dynasty ready for that, shoots him out, gets the early body advantage. They also lose another body back there, Colin Cherry.
They're just losing that Dorito
yeah, that
side.
Dorito
Just can't
side
stay
is
alive,
just,
guys.
it's like, yeah, I mean, it's like a paintball grenade got thrown over there every single point for them. And here comes Dynasty, full court press coming down the Dorito side as well as the Snake. Here comes Alex Frazier, and they're gonna make quick work again here. So trying to run the score up as quick as possible is San Diego Dynasty, looking real strong here against CEP.
This game right here will probably pretty much seal the fate of who makes out of this bracket. It'll be by Impact's 3-0, and if Dynasty wins this, they'll be 3-0 going that last match. And no matter what happens in that Heat Red Legion game, they can't get in.
Which
out of that
is
bracket.
crazy to think about, that one of those teams, you know, are playing for their lives tomorrow potentially. We'll see. And we're going to be right back here. Score 3-0. It's been all Dynasty. See you in a second. Looking at CEP getting ready to play this next point. And, you know, they had such an awesome performance in Dallas to preserve their spot in the champion division, but not looking good here in this event.
Yeah, CEP right now down 3-0, just under 5 minutes. That last point was a quick one. You know, they tried some pretty crazy breakouts the last 2 points, though. You know, even after that first one where they got in there alive and fought, you know, slowly died, but, you know, a couple grenades last time. Right now, Osvaldo getting shot off the break. Oliver Lang also getting shot on the break. So 4-on-4 right now. CEP going to give themselves a chance here, not giving up those free bodies on the break as they get Velarde over here into the Snake. But Robbie Goldsmith tries to fill in behind him, and he gets shot on the fill across from the back center to the Snake side tower. But CEP attacking aggressively up the Dorito side. They're now in the 40 Dorito and the small Dorito too. And they shoot Brandon Short
and
square
Kyle
in the
Spica.
face.
So Kyle Spica and Brandon Short both coming off on the Snake side for Dynasty. So no one over here for Dynasty. Let's see if Velarde can capitalize on it, though.
Yeah, let's see if, like, in the previous game, he pushed it too hard. So let's see if he can just take a deep breath here and make this happen.
But on your screen here, you're looking at CEP launching on the Dorito side of the field. Oh, but Evan Fife gets shot out of his bunker again.
Man, it was a 3-on-2 situation right there. And again, CEP just throws a body away. Had an opportunity to come down and look at Blake Yarber and Glenn Takamoto down the wire on the Dorito side, but again, Colin Cherry loses the gun battle. He gets shot in the face, so a 3-on-2 goes now to a 1-on-2.
Yeah, you got to capitalize on those opportunities that you create for yourself, and CEP is having a real hard time doing that. Yeah, so
Peter
Velarde got shot in his. What do you think? What did you see right there? Did he just try to wipe that hit off in front of the ref? Or was he like, oh, I was hit.
I think it hit
I'm coming
his
off,
loader,
and
he might have rubbed it on there. We'll see.
Well,
Well, he got a minor.
CP
So he's
not
in the box right now, but that's going to come off as soon as Blake Yarber hangs this flag.
CP not doing a lot of things right now.
I mean, Glenn Takamoto is one of those guys that can pull out games in low body scenarios. You know, we see him do it time and time again, but that one was pretty easy right there. CP looked right out into some guns and, you know, just gave that game right away once they had the field position. So San Diego Dynasty going to go up 4-0 over Chattanooga CEP, and we'll be right back after these messages.
Did you hear that? Hear what? Tanks? 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 Tanks! Tanks! Yeah, tanks. Night, night. Tanks? Tanks. Tanks? Tanks. Weasel 3!
Dynasty getting ready to roll for this next point. Score is 4-0, 12 minutes and 58 seconds. So there's a ton of time left, but just Chattanooga CP hasn't done anything right this game. It's been all Dynasty. Every step of the way, Dynasty's just better, shooting more players off the break. The big issue, though, is just CP, regardless of where they get on the field, whether it's the back spots or way up in front, they just can't live in their bunkers. Dynasty's dominating in the gunfight.
And then they have a 3-on-2. They have all the key bunkers, and then they're getting into these stupid battles that they're losing, so
here we go on the breakout, looking at CEP on your screen right now on the snake side of the field, and then boom, there you go. Oswaldo deciding to hold up instead of going to the snake off the break, and he loses his gunfight immediately to Alex Frazier, and then Alex Frazier then makes his move down the snake side. So Dynasty looking real solid right here. 5 players alive for them still, and now the penalty flags are starting to fly, and it's falling apart for CEP, and they're getting mentally defeated. We've seen this before, you know, when they're starting to get beat up, and then they're just trying too hard, getting penalties.
And when you get out there and you're in a 5-0 situation, you just want it to end.
Well, they're looking for a way out of the fight.
Oh, gosh.
Just
shoot me now.
Well, they're looking for a way out of the fight, man. You know, it's like, oh, we already lost this game. Or, you know, it's over. It's like a subconscious thing. You have to keep your edge. You know, you're playing some of the best players in the world. It's a test that, you know, regardless of what the score is, you need to go out there and try to play your best every point. And I'm not saying that CEP's not trying, but when constantly making the same mistakes over and over again, and then the penalties start setting in, that frustration's eating away at their skills. And it's just sad to see, because they're better than this. We saw that in Dallas. And to see them come into this event and, you know, and then in this last game here that they're playing, really not putting up much of a fight against us.
Yeah, last 2 points right there. But, I mean, they're looking at it like, you're right, man, we got to get out of here. You know, we're getting smoked. Things aren't going right. We're playing Dynasty. But you got to look at it like every game that they're playing out here is an opportunity.
Yeah, so looks like we have Lauren Kelly in the pits with CEP. What do they got to say, Lauren?
Hey guys, down here in the CEP pit with Bo Shaw. He's coaching CEP here in Maryland. As you were saying, you guys are pretty much losing every gunfight. Why do you think that is?
Lack of preparation. I don't know if it's lack of skill, but we're making our primaries. We're making shots on the break, and we're getting there, and we're sticking our head out in the paint. It's noob stuff. Base play. You know, we're just losing our gunfights.
All right, well, we'll see if they can get some good gunfights in here.
Well, at least they know what's up. You know, at least he's not in there making excuses. Oh, well, you know, paint this or gun. No, that's nothing to do with any of that. It's just, like he said, really kind of, noob stuff. You know, they're losing gunfights, really basic stuff. And
complete different teams that we've saw in Dallas and
yeah,
here in
totally
Maryland,
different. I feel like, at least in this game, that we're kind of watching CEP from 2012. And, yeah, you can really see the frustrations. Robbie Goldsmith pumping his fists in the air and yelling at his demons. So sprinting off the field. That sprint there off the field, you know, body language is everything. You know, Robbie understands this, and I think the frustration for him is as the leader of that team and as a guy who played good in Dallas, you know, coming into this event, Robbie was in the 20s as far as overall player ranking is concerned, and, you know, he's seeing the same ghosts coming back to haunt them again. And after they thought they'd fix some of those problems, you know, it's one thing to lose, it's another thing to continually do the same things wrong. That's the big problem right now for CEP.
As that was going down, we have Kyle Spickett, who just got taken out here on the snake side. So see if CEP can pull this one out there, Todd.
Yeah, I mean, you got CEP over here trying to fill over towards the snake side, get some help. That's Steve Nicola right there coming into the tall tower on the snake side, shooting towards the Dorito side now. Going to help Velarde as Velarde tries to wrap around snake one and see if he can get something going up the field. But, you know, you got Short and Glenn Takamoto over here on the snake side. Now Takamoto in snake one, looking across the field. Peter Velarde bumps across into snake two. He's going to back up a little bit, see if he can get some shots across the field. Oliver Lang, I believe, in that tower over there. Brandon Short bumps up behind Takamoto. Oliver Lang in the Dorito tower.
You know, it's though CEP is losing a bunch of games here in the prelims, and since they're getting blown out, they're going to be one of the bottom 4 teams that's going to have to play it off tomorrow morning to see who gets relegated down to the Challengers division. So they do have a chance to redeem themselves tomorrow.
Absolutely. Right at this point, it's surviving tomorrow, keeping from going down. You know, you don't. Guys in the Challengers division, they want to get up, but you don't want to go down.
Yeah.
You got to do everything to prevent that.
Well, hopefully they'll be able to get a good hard look at the mistakes they've made and really sleep on it tonight and come back tomorrow, fight another day. But their gunfight logic is just terrible today.
And look what's going on in the Challengers division, guys. You had Aftershock went 0-2 yesterday. You had Excessive went 0-2 yesterday. So teams that were up here in the champions went down, and they're having a hard time over there. They had a rough day yesterday.
Welcome to the new world of professional paintball. It is, you keep what you kill now. Yeah. And if you are not able to summon your skill out there on that particular day, well, you're going to pay the price. And the teams that do elevate themselves and play up, you know, at least to their level or past their level are going to be the teams that will be in the champions division.
Oh, Peter Velarde gets a shot in on Blake Yarber, and then he shoots Oliver Lang out of that snake right there. Oh, I'm sorry, John Ruza shot Blake Yarber. But now Peter Velarde, Peter Velarde gets shot in the top of the loader.
That's his second penalty in the same exact position for the same exact shot.
Oh, so ref was good running across. Player gets shot in the goggles, and then he pulls the other guy. So they went again from having a game that looks like they were going to win to losing. They just...
And we're up here shaking our heads because, you know, everyone wants CEP to do well. You know, everybody wants them to be, because they're talented. You know, look at this. They're, you know, Peter Velarde looking good, you know, up there, and Ruza, same thing, getting kills, and then just dropping the ball. You know, you got to play a complete game here in this champions division.
Yeah, I mean, my neck's starting to hurt from shaking my head so much. Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but
look, I mean, at Peter Velarde, Todd, right now, just sitting there in the pits, probably. Yeah, there he goes, shaking his head, very frustrated at this turn of events here. This is not the tournament that they wanted to have. Yeah. So Velarde going to have to go and shake some of that rust off here. Let's check out this replay. So you're looking, Blake Yarber in the snake for San Diego Dynasty. Oh, no, I'm sorry, that's Glenn Takamoto in there. So look at Glenn wheeling and dealing, and there's Velarde. And he's going to take that hit on his loader. I'm sure that can't see it from this angle. I think that might have been it right there. And let's see if the ref gets in there and pulls that penalty out in on, can't see, there it was.
Oh.
Yeah, so.
I
mean, shot his gun.
Got my guys
Got a minor,
killed on the other side.
If he'd have shot somebody, it'd have been a major. But got shot, knew it, shot his gun.
A little bit different then, maybe.
He gets a minor right there. And
they did it in front of everyone.
Yeah.
It's even worse.
Literally everyone. Everyone watching here.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, so the score is now 6-0. It's, San Diego Dynasty. Yeah, looking in the CEP pits. So, man, that's frustrating turn of events for CEP right now.
And, how many points do you think they had where they were tied? 3, 4? Like, they had opportunities to win in this match?
Yeah, maybe 2 or 3. A couple, they just straight threw away bodies early. But, I mean, Dynasty's a good team. They won the last event, so.
Yeah, so as we continue to shake our heads, we will head to a commercial break. Let's see if CEP can turn it around. Be right back.
Odds that this cop has never eaten a donut. Odds of making one of those ridiculous TV dance competition shows. Odds of meeting this person. Odds of you winning this tournament. Odds of you winning a prize from Valken, especially if you head over to Facebook and enter our Paintball Access Daily Contest. Enter, win, celebrate.
So timeout had been called by Chattanooga CEP. We got 56 seconds to go before the start. Probably going to be the last point because, unless CEP makes the mental change here to live in their bunkers, it's not a physical thing. It has nothing to do whatsoever with your physical, the mechanics of it, because they can all gunfight. It's their mental choices of which gunfights they're getting into that's been the difference for them. We didn't see that out of them in Dallas. They were shooting guys off the break, and I think that shooting a lot of guys off the break in Dallas was giving them that mental edge to play a little tighter, play a little more intense, and we're just seeing them just get down.
Well, you talk about the confidence it gives you when you shoot a guy on the break, or when you're playing a spot on the break and you hear your teammate shoot a guy on the break and then scream that kill call, and then you just start getting pumped, and then you start feeling more positive and you make good moves. But when you're not hearing those, it's definitely not that extra mental boost when you're out there. When they were shooting guys on the break, not only did they have the advantage, but they had more confidence, and they're just not getting that here.
Yeah, and San Diego Dynasty, Alex Frazier and Dalton Vanderbilt doing most of the killing for them. They have 4 kills each.
Tyler Harmon here in the Snake 2. Now he's moving to Snake 50, Dorito.
Yeah, so Tyler Harmon looking like he wants to go. Look at the body language. He wants to launch. He's trying to gunfight his way into a position where he can run down Osvaldo.
And he's going to eventually.
Osvaldo needs to load up his loader and get his gun up. Because it's coming.
It's tough, though, because he's got Tyler in front of him. He's also getting pinched cross field and losing bodies behind him. So there's only 2 players left alive, and now here comes the pain train for Osvaldo. And all the way cross field, Ryan Greenspan almost. Yeah, so it gives him a little high five there.
And that's going to do it for CEP. 7-0 shellacking against San Diego Dynasty, and that's going to do it for CEP.
Yeah, San Diego Dynasty, they have 1 more game to play here, and it's against Edmonton Impact. But before we head out, a little short break before the Houston Heat Red Legion game coming at you next. Tyler Harmon, such a standout performance from him. And he played so amazing at that first event. One of the reasons that Dynasty won. Not playing as well this event, though he still has a broken hand. He actually cut his cast off in order to play this event. And but the kid is so intense, just really positive guy, and Dynasty's loving having Tyler Harmon on their team. Yeah, so Tyler Harmon is a guy that's been playing the game for a long time.
Took a little bit of a break.
Yeah, took a break and played different leagues and but then kind of want a shot at the big time again.
Yep.
So it looks like we have Lauren Kelly down on the sidelines with the victor here in this matchup, Oliver Lang from San Diego Dynasty.
Hey guys, down here with Oliver Lang from Dynasty. Congratulations, you guys just won. Coming into this match against CEP, you've been seeing how they've been performing this weekend. What was kind of your plan?
Well, our plan was to win, obviously. We won our 2 really tough games yesterday. We need to solidify going on to the next round by playing this team. And, it's kind of scary playing Chattanooga when they got nothing to lose and, they just want to beat you. It's kind of their tournament right there is to beat you. So we were just, we're going to play the same way all weekend. And we were just prepared not to let them do anything too crazy, Yeah.
Okay, well, Impact has been playing really well. You guys are both undefeated. So what's kind of going to be your strategy? They're really aggressive on both the D side and the Snake side. How are you going to counteract?
I think against Impact, it's going to be a finals game, Well, it is a finals game. But I think, with them, again, it's just going to be kind of a slower, more methodical of a game. Whoever gets cracked first is going to lose. And, it's going to come down to a lot of these 3-on-3s. I think, I feel very confident in my team that if we put 3 guys against their 3 guys, we're going to win. Right. So a 3-on-3 is kind of what we're trying to get to, and win.
We'll see if that happens. Up next is Heat versus the Russians.